Hi guys, welcome back to another video on this channel and thanks for tuning in again. In today's video we are going to take a look at Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Essence Eau de Parfum. This is a very nice fragrance, especially for spring and kind of every season except for a very hot summery season. And I really like it because it's clean and it's sleek, but it's not generic. And it still is interesting and mass appealing, but still not boring. So I really like it and I thought that maybe I should talk about it a little bit. First off, as you can see, I kind of upgraded my setup a little bit because I invested in this microfiber backdrop and also in a second video light. I shot a couple of videos in this setup with for my German YouTube channel and I think it looks kind of okay. So I hope that the investment was worth the money. You can maybe just let me know in the comments if you like this or if you would like to have the doors as usual in my background. So this is the Eau de Parfum version of Le Male. It's not 100% the same scent DNA as Le Male, which is obvious because the Eau de Toilette versions always have kind of a different composition than Eau de Parfum versions of different scents. But it has the same base notes, I would say. So with Le Male you will always get that type of vanilla with leathery notes or with smoky notes, depending on which fragrance you get. And this one is the Essence Eau de Parfum version. As you can see, it comes in this nice round box, which makes up for a really nice present. And if I take out the lid or the bottom lid of it, doesn't really come off that easily. You can see that the flask itself sits very nicely in the middle of this box. So as you can see, we don't really have a lid for this bottle. The flask itself is secured with this little metal thingy up here, which prevents you from spraying the perfume if you don't want to spray it. But you can just remove this and then you will be able to spray the perfume. You can take this out of its base here and then you will have the flask ready. As you can see, the flask itself is a more distinct version of the usual Le Male flasks. You always get this kind of Adonis male body type of flask with Le Male, but this one is more edgy. It has more distinct features like this one down here, but who cares about that? And it's a little bit rougher to the touch if you get it in your hands. So as I said in the beginning, I think that this makes up for a great spring fragrance, and there are exactly 3 reasons why I think that. First off, it has a really good projection, but not a crazy projection like, for example, Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. So people will be able to smell the fragrance on you, but it won't be too overpowering. So you could, for example, wear this in everyday situations like in the office or maybe in university or something. Then the second reason is that it is a little bit sweet because this definitely has some vanilla and also some tonka bean in it. But it's not too sweet and it's not super sweet like, for example, 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. And then also it is mass appealing, kind of mass appealing because of the Le Male DNA that is in it, but it's still not boring because it has some really interesting cardamom and bergamot top notes that enhance this fragrance and give it kind of a spicy and fresh edge. So spraying it, you will be able to smell this edgy part that I just talked about, because in the first half an hour or so, this is really dominated by bergamot and cardamom. So it's a citrusy and spicy scent, almost a little bit smoky in my opinion. And that, in my opinion, really gives an interesting edge and an interesting twist to the Le Male scent DNA, which is in its very form kind of clean and straightforward. This scent DNA will come through after a couple of hours. You will be able to smell a very strong vanilla tonka bean mix in there, accompanied by leathery notes and also some woodsy influences. And after that, it is basically going to stay like that until the scent dies a couple of hours in. Longevity on this is quite okay. I mean, I got a solid 5 or 6 hours out of this. And I would say that it maybe even lasts longer if you spray it on your clothes, or if you don't spray it on your pulse points, or if you apply more. But you should keep in mind, however, that this projects pretty strongly, so be aware of that if you know that you will be in a closed environment with other people. Comparing this to the other fragrances of the Le Mal line, and especially Ultra Male, which is a very popular fragrance, I would say that this is probably the most mature of them all. It has a smoky feeling to it, and it takes a while until it turns into that smooth vanilla tonka bean leather scent that I was talking about. It is also less sweet than Ultra Male, which makes it a great fragrance to be worn in the warmer temperatures. And also it is not as fresh as Le Beau Mal, which is probably their lightest scent of the Le Mal lineup. So anyways, guys, that's it for this video. A quick little scent review of one of my favorite spring fragrances this year. I hope that you liked it. If you have tried this fragrance or other fragrances of the Le Mal line, then please leave a comment down in the comment section and tell me what you think of it. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. The button is just below this video. And thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time, and bye-bye.